Well, we are almost near the center of Tehran, this great city full of many different things, variety of everything which is attracted to anybody who comes to Tehran. And today we walk to a very important and very outstanding park here called Lale Park. This Lale Park is not only a park, it has many other things to offer. As you walk through the park on your way to probably adjoining Carpet Museum or the Museum of Contemporary Art in Iran, you will notice so many Iranian young people who are sitting on benches and they're just flirting through their very interesting eating of ice cream, soft ice cream in Iran. It is very interesting. You see these people, and it is a better place for watching people. We talked about art, the contemporary art of Iran. When you talk about art, definitely you talk about the culture of any people. So one of the most interesting and probably easiest way to know the people of any country is the art of that country. And Iran has always been famous in 7 arts, any of arts that you can mention, probably drawings or, I don't know, filming, music, any kind that you name it. And here in this museum, which is actually the outside of the building, which is a concrete, beautiful 2-story building, you can see many arts of contemporary artists or even past artists, not only from Iranian artists, from very great and well-known artists of the world, like Picasso, Pissarro, Monet, and even Andy Warhol. You can mention many other very great name artists in the world. Today we are going to explore this beautiful museum, and I'm sure and I'm definite that you are going to love it. So stay with us and follow us with this carpet or also contemporary art museum of Lale. Stay with us and follow us with today's program. Well, I'm standing in one of the halls of many halls in Lale Park, one of the very interesting and outstanding contemporary art, the Museum of Contemporary Art. As you can see here, there are many different scripts written by different Iranian artists. The scripts are taken from some holy books, from different books of Iranian religious. And I can see some very interesting citing or written on the walls that it says about different and ancient Iranian written in a script, especially manuscript. And it is interesting to know that Iranian art has always been an inspiration for Iranian artists, not only Iranian artists, but also some other artists from any other countries. So this is a very interesting place to watch and explore. So follow us and be with us with Park Lale, the Museum of Contemporary Art of Iran. in Iran. Actually, it is far more than a park. It is a wonderful place that you definitely need to come and explore and see it yourself. And here we bumped into a group of tourists who are from different parts of the world, especially here. I have a friend here from the United States. Hello, sir, and welcome to this program.
Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you. Would you like to say where are you from and how long have you been in Iran, and or are you here on business or you're as a tourist?
Well, I've been here for 2 days now. I am a senior at Harvard University studying Near Eastern languages and civilization, which is a sort of fun way of saying Middle Eastern studies, and I'm specializing in the Persian-speaking world.
So you have already had some background about what probably Asian people, especially Middle East people, know about, right? Okay, so what do you think, and what was your expectation before you coming to Iran? I know you have had a lot of studies about Iran, but what do you think about Iran when you came here with reality?
So yes, so I came into Iran sort of knowing a fair bit about the culture, a little bit of Farsi, but I also was trying to reconcile that with the fact that in the United States, and the news just is very, very, very one-sided. It shows a single picture, and what I was reading in my studies was completely different. And when I came here, I realized even what I was reading in my books wasn't quite right, and it doesn't quite capture it. It focuses on the things that maybe stand out as a foreigner, and it really glosses over a lot of things, just like hospitality, the food.
That was my question answer. Actually, it is not. You said, how long have you been here?
We arrived on Thursday morning, very early.
Almost a day. It's not enough to ask this question from a person who has not been here so long, but I'm going to ask, even in one day that you have been here, what do you think about Iranian hospitality, friendship, and open-hearted people?
I mean, I've been in elevators and people have all reached out to me to say, welcome to Iran, welcome to Iran. Everybody is just being so incredibly hospitable. People are we were at friends' houses and they just start shoveling rice onto my plate.
I see.
The family.
That's a taro, right? Okay, excellent. He has already learned some few Farsis too. Well, thank you very much, Mark. You said your name is Mark, right? Okay. And I hope you enjoyed the rest of your trip here, especially happy traveling. But I'm definitely sure this time that you said you're going to be at 1 week almost, right? It is not enough. 1 week is not enough at all to explore Iran. I hope in another time, a free time if you had, come here as a tourist and enjoy Iran. Thank you. Kheli mamnoon. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you very much, sir. Still in the middle of Park Lale, the Museum of Contemporary Art. The art has always had a loud voice in Iran. Not only for tourists who come to Iran and visit Iran, art has been interesting for them, but also for Iranian people who are probably students or managers or businessmen, any types of Iranian. They do love arts. And here, I do have a friend of mine here in this gallery who is from Iran. He's not from other countries. And I would like to ask him, as a young person, as a student in Iran, what do you study in Iran?
I'm studying industrial engineering.
Great, industrial engineering. Actually, the major has no relation to art, but I'm definitely sure that Iranian art has always been interested in art, right?
Yes.
Okay,
As
what do you
historical
think?
researchers, we always have interest in art.
Uh-huh. So has this art been effective in your major too, or your life?
Not in my major, but in my life.
Okay, so what do you think about this galleries, this art museum?
I said it's not it's a temporary museum of arts. The works change with some periods of time, and this time it's a postmodern art museum.
I see.
That I wasn't familiar with it, but it was interesting for me now.
Well, I hope you enjoy the rest of your visiting around here, especially with your group, and definitely I'm sure that you're going to enjoy it. Thank you for having interview with me, sir.
Thank you. About can I add something
Sure,
more?
go ahead.
About the arts and Iran. I should say about the history of Iran and arts and the difference between the arts in the West and out of my country. The point is, the art in my country is not in the museum. It has been in the streets, in houses, in people's life, not in the museum.
Excellent.
You can see in the Isfahan city,
Of course.
in the structures in Tehran and every city of the Iran.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
I wish you good luck wherever you are. Thank you. Well, you cannot visit any Iranian city without going to its bazaar or the market. Actually, Rasht, we are in Rasht, and Rasht has one of the unique and wonderful markets in Iran, the bazaar. You know, bazaar has different sections, and one of the attractions of this bazaar in Rasht is the fish market. You know, when you go by the sea, you can see many fishermen who cut the fish and bring it to the fishermongers who are around me right now. I would like to just take you with me and walk through this fishermen and fishermonger to see how life is here in bazaar of fish. Let's go and see. Different kind of fish you can notice. Well, look at here. Well, as I said, when you walk through the fish market, you can see different kind of fish. Well, most of them, I don't know the name, but some of them are salmon, some of them are trout, and different kind of fish, which is really interesting for you. Either if you want to buy them, if you don't want to buy them, just walk along and smell the fish and see the lively fish. This fish is fresh fish. It is just from today, and they sell it just right in front of you. Some of them are even alive when they bring it here, and then they put it on these baskets in a beautiful order. Let's go and see what other parts of this market we can explore. این چه ماهی آقا؟
سفید دریایی.
If you are tired of just going to the supermarkets, or if you are tired of just telephoning and ordering food and fish to bring to your house, this place is good. You can come here and buy the fish, fresh fish, which has been cut today. You know, they cut it early in the morning and they bring it to the fishermongers and they sell it probably before afternoon. It is lively. Not only the fish, but the people who are walking along you gives you a kind of feeling. This is life, you know. You see people hustling and bustling, and actually this gives you a kind of feeling that you are in the middle of a great fish market. Well, we are in the bazaar of Isfahan, a great place to really visit. And as I think the most important part is the handmade, especially the carving and engraving on silver. And I can see here, well, it says the name of the shopkeeper, I mean, actually the artist, the winner of the UNESCO Award of Excellence for engraving on copper. Interesting. I think this is the place we have to go. And I hear the tap, tap, tap of the craftsmen here in the shop. Let's go inside. Salam qurban. Khasta nabashid. As you can notice, wonderful thing. I mean, as I told you, I can smell the history here. It is just that I cannot explain how it is, but I can say the most interesting of a skilled person here, which is making by hand, is something that definitely those who come to Iran must come to see. This is a must-to-see place to see. It's beautiful harmony, you know. As I said, the tap tap, the hammer of the craftsman, which is on the dishes, the dishes of silver, is something that you cannot see anywhere in the world, actually. I better be quiet and let you hear the tap tap. Oh, different things. خسته نباشید. قربان چقدر طول میشه این چیزی رو مثل این زیاد بزرگ نباشه بزنید و آماده کنید؟
بستگی به قلم دارید که روش میخوره دیگه. روز قلم باشه بالاخره بیشتر کار میبره.
نسی. اوکی، اسمشو به فارسی چی میگید؟ همین قلم کاری رو نقره.
قلم زنی است.
آها، رو نقره.
نه، رو مس و برنج و
اوکی.
حتی طلا و قلم.
Okay, so as you could hear the Farsi saying, it says engraving on silver dishes. این کار کلا به عنوان چقدر قدمت داشته از قدیم تا
خیلی و همه ظرفایی که زیر خاک میکشن بیرون نقشای وسیع هست.
Well, it dates back to a long time ago. We don't know how long ago, maybe thousands of years ago, from the ancestors to the sons, one by one. بدون همشون نقره اند دقیقاً
نه اینا مسی.
مسی. Okay.
مسی با قند سفید شده.
Okay. Most of them, it says, is made of copper. I mentioned silver, but no, it's made of copper. And then I think later it is made a little whiter by lead, I think. So amazing shop. Actually, I myself have been astounded here by everything here. قربان شما چند وقت کلان تو این کار هستید خودتون؟
من در حدود 40 سال.
About 40 years he's doing this job. And he gave me the permission to show you a book here. This is something that the UNESCO Heritage, yes, this is the Award of Excellence for Handcrafts 2010 West Central Asia program. Very interesting. To Mr. Nasser Lutfi, who's been doing this job for more than 40 years. And then I think قربان اینا رو شما به بچهای خودتون هم یاد دادید مثلا. Okay.
من وقتی میتر کار می‌کردم چه دیدم رفتای
This work is done and it's just teaching to the children, you know, from the ancestor to the son, from the son to the next generation. I hope the next generation, the new generation, learn these crafts and give it to the next generation. I hope so too.